Alright, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. I thought this week I'd do the final race of my F2 championship. We're not going to get promotion, just have a quick look to see where we are in the standings. See, we're second in the constructors, 78 points behind McLaren. We're not going to catch McLaren. But we got third, sixth in the drivers, which isn't too bad. I'm using Fire Mod in this, so we just cover very quick overview of everything. Finances, as you can see, are fairly pathetic. I've been running very close to being out of money for the last couple of 3 seasons, and we just made it because the sponsors come good. Well, I see we've got another sponsor coming up. Alright, anyway, any road. Shall we have a look, see what we've got first? We have got Beijing. We have got China, let's call it that. And it's going to be sunny practice, then rain and rain. Well, heavy rain and showers, so it's going to be interesting. This is round 14 of 14. Our car is, well, I'll show you what the only part what isn't spec is gearbox. And we've got that fairly well. We've got the 4th best gearbox on the grid. Can't afford to do any more work to it now. Parts are all fully improved. Let's just see everything. So shall we make our way to China? Well, first of all, we've got to say what tyre we want. Well, 8 of these and 70. We'd never use them all. So this, as I say, this is Fire Mod. It's difficult because it has this habit of letting you have little collisions, especially near the start of races. I lost so many races through that, or haven't stood a chance to get good point scoring through that. Anyway, we've got nothing we can do there, so off we jolly well go. And having to come in to do a front or rear wing change. That and then quite often a drive through if that considers we're at fault. I haven't got the best drivers in the grid, but who wants the best? Let's work with what we've got. Molly is our number 1. And, you know, for the life of me, I just forgot the name of the number 2 driver. Oh, that's terrible. My memory is getting worse. I was only playing this last night. I got it round to the last round. I thought, let's hold this one. We'll record this. About a change from doing single races, but still a single race. But at least a single race as part of a championship. See, Formula 2. Got through Formula 1 after about 3 seasons. Well, those two are going to be doing everything because that's a car park attendant in the as the spare. Beijing track A. And of course we now got the fun of finding that in amongst this lot. As they don't seem to be doing any work on it. It's a pity one thing wasn't done before they finished working on this. And that's put some sort of sorting in here. It's nice allowing you to have this, but they overlook the fact you've got so many. There's one. Where the hell's the other one? Ah, there, both together. Couldn't see for looking. That's still out slightly, so we need to bring that. Oh, come on. Just in. Tyre choice next. Well, that's going to be. If it's going to be wet the rest of the race, it's not going to make much difference what we use on tyres, to be honest. And we use the other setup, the other car, then we'll swap them over, and it gives us then a little bit of idea where we're going. Put them on the same tyres. I always put them on the same tyre, same strategy in practice. At least it gets things done a bit quicker. We take practice. First one out. Oh, don't want to do that. Wrong one. Stints, race trim, you're fine. Better off just to press this button down the side here. Change it to race trim. So we've got one out. Kremers is out. I think he's Belgian chappy. And Palmer is British. And wait until they both get out. Both up. Bring us on, you're going to do one lap and shove it up to ×4, and it shouldn't have happened. This PC is getting wasser and wasserer. It's doing that quite often, just and referring back to desktop. At least the game's still there, just got to just call it back up again. So the other one shouldn't be too much longer. Well, that's not too bad. Green's all the way through. I've been played with kitties at the moment. There's Jade looking at me. Our poor man's Siamese. Well, we take that to about there. Isn't that far out, is it? Well, I think we'll leave the rest alone for now. And we'll see what happens. We've got time. I'm never that bothered about getting qualifying setups done. We're not going to qualify that well anyway. And we've got the downforce dead right. We need a little bit on the other two. Whoa. Oh, and that, if you heard that, that was Teddy missing jumping onto the baseboard. Yes, Angie almost missed again. Oh, she managed to clamber her way up. Yes, it's fun trying to record with those lot about. Well, this should be fun. At least in practice you can't crash. As far as I know. I never managed to crash yet. So I'm going to take it you can't crash in practice. And this one I'm hoping we get a few little incidents. Not for me of course, but for other drivers. Just to keep Stu happy. I know how upset he gets when there isn't an accident. No, that don't look too bad. I think that will probably do. Yes, that'll do fine. So put it out. Put her out to do that. Now this is a bit better, but 97 or better, I'll go with it. No, it's actually worse than that. We got that right. And that way, these must want to go the other way. That wants to go that way. And that way. I better give her or him another lap. Just to see if we've got it anywhere near. Interesting little courses. As you can see, very much gearbox and brakes. Very much so. It's mainly it's a start finish straight, and I suppose this straight here you can get good speed up on, but the rest is short amounts of acceleration. So you want good acceleration. That looks better. I think that will do. I don't think I'm going to attempt to get that any better. Oh no, it's 99. I'm definitely not going to attempt to get that any better. So they're both out, and we'll have a look at Molly Palmer. She's my main hope, really. Coming up to complete, I think, her first lap. And she's jumped into 6th place. This is in practice, so no, don't really mean a lot. And we'll see again if she can improve on it the next lap. I'm hoping she's going to get top 3 anyway, or one of these is going to get top 3 in practice. And remember, we are using the slower of the slicks, the softs and not the super softs. Once I've noticed with fire, there is a big jump between grades. So hopefully the softs can get away with 1 pit stop, but certainly need 2, if not 3 on super softs. And I don't think you could do it with soft then super soft or super soft then soft. It just won't work. Was holding 3rd. Kremers is up in 6th. This isn't too bad. I'm quite happy with this, and we almost got the knowledge there. Once we get that, I'll pull them both in. See if we've got any time then to. We'll pull her in now. Oh no, I'm not going to pull them both in. See if we can. And see if we can get at least 1 knowledge on qualifying. Not that it's going to help us a lot, I'm afraid. There's all. I have my eyes wide open on how good we out qualifying. So she's out, just wait for Palmer to come round. Or he's out and wait for Palmer to come round. Not get their sexes wrong. And away she goes. 4 minutes, so should get the 1 flying lap done. May get both, but certainly 1. I may get 2 rather than both, because I set it for 3 on this. So we're 3rd and 8th at the moment. Check 3rd and 9th. And Kremers is on his flying lap. As is Palmer now. Quite often you find that they don't improve too much with the softer tyres. They should do, but I think it takes a lap, and we won't have a lap. I don't think to get the best out of them. Kremers might just do it. We're in the final minute and he's round. Yeah, he's going to get another lap. But I think Palmer is going to be touch and go. No, Palmer's got another one in. Let's see if they can improve any. Now we've got 1 knowledge of qualifying, which will do me. Oh no, well certainly Kremers is doing better on the super softs. Palmer isn't. See? And Kremers got up to 8. And back up to 8. Don't think anybody's going to catch him. And Palmer is 4th. Oh well. Not bad. 4th and 8th in practice. No, if that was our position on the grid, I'd be very happy indeed. See if they say anything there about us. No, not a thing. We're the new wear team, and as expected, it's raining. I'm going to set this up to simulate. I'm not going to run the practice. All we really got is qualifying the sweetest spots. I think that's have to go. Qualifying the sweetest spots. Don't want to change the setup. What's it going to be? Yeah, we're good with that. We might get 1 lap in on the sticks, but it's doubtful. Oh, Palmer's gone out on slicks. What's Andy? Oh, he's 2nd at the moment. And now it's suddenly got very wet. Oh, well, that's it. We've got 2nd and 18th. Well, that'll do me. Blow me down with a leaf blower. That's about the best we're qualified so far. What we got down? Well, it always says a bit cloudy. See if there's anything about us. Cheering. Oh, it's a fan of David Turn. Oh, good chap. Oh, and the BBC Susie Parry reckons we're going to win. I don't think we are. but we will try our best. And race day, well, it looks like it's going to be wet at first, but it's hard to tell. Oh, it's going to get wet later. 13 laps. Well, race trim, softs, I think. We've got no other choice. Race trim and softs. Setup. Let's go 13 laps. If that's right, then it's going to be just over 13. I'm going to put him on softs to start. Now, I might just try Palmer. She's slightly better with the tyres. I may well just try her. Oh yeah, super softs. Until just before the rain's due, then I think it's straight onto wets by the looks of it. We will see a bit later into the race. Alright, let's get the strategy sorted out. I bet you can't guess what I'm going to use. It seems to work. Works well enough anyway. And Palmer there in at the right end of the field. Let's just change that round so we're following her up to ×4 right from the start. Now, so far, no, she hasn't touched anybody. Got close though. Holding third at the moment, and Kremers has dropped to 19th. Oh, he's back up to 18th. That's okay. Get ready to slow the performance down a bit. The tyres are beginning to heat. In fact, Mollies have heated fully. Let's bring them both down. I won't be able to chase these roads exactly the same time now, not with them on different tyres. I'm going to bring that up so I can actually see how close to the wet we're getting and how wet it's going to be. I could have done with the other mechanics add-on, but she's not in good relationship with the mechanic at the moment. But the other one is fast pit stops, and she could have done with that. Oh well, we're dropping back now. In fact, we want to just push the tyres a bit more. Now, where is the leader at the moment? I'm trying to see if I can't see him here. There he is. 17. That's not good. Doesn't make any difference. He's won. I think he's won the individual, and I think McLaren has certainly won the team. I think they already won the team. As you score points all the way down to 20th. Oh, and hello, there was a mistake, but just a lock-up. It's not too bad. And he's made one the same bend. This could be a lot more dangerous, David Kremers, because he is in a lot more traffic. But he's picking up. Now he's up to 14. And Palmer, she's still holding 4th. I'd like to get another podium. She's been doing rather well just lately. Picked up quite a few podiums. Or either a podium or about 17th or 18th place, depending on whether she has a little accident early on. At the moment, she seems to get away with it. Just push this tyre a bit more. Can push both on the same. Yes, I've been playing this game rather a lot just lately. This is about the 8th or 9th season I think I've been playing this. This particular campaign, and enjoying it immensely. My tyres are almost half worn, Marley, which is about what we expect, so it's going to be about right. Now if that doesn't go up, I'm going to try on intermediates. They're not quite the right tyre. It should be on full wet, so fancy. But, I'm going to try it. I think we may well try on intermediates. If not, it's going to mean it's touch and go. I'll be honest, I'm not certain what I'm going to do yet. But I think we're between intermediates and full wets where it's looking. What I'm looking at here. We certainly won't be using the slicks, I don't think, by the looks of it, anymore in this race. But 4th and 12th, Kremers is doing rather nicely. And sorry Stu, not one accident so far. Just a lock-up from both our drivers, which is not terribly clever. Oh, just not the fuel burn off now. Because there's no refueling in this setup. What you start with is what you've got, so it actually does make things a bit simpler. I prefer it like that. Or if we're going to have a pit stop for fuel, let's have the one with 2 pit stops, not the one with 1. One with 2 gives you a bit more scope to put a few tactics in. Our first one's coming into pit. Yeah, we're past him. So we're in the top 3 at last. But he's gone out again on super soft, which is, I fancy, a little bit stupid. I'm afraid it's a little bit early to swap over at the moment. I'm afraid what they're thinking. Now we're on 30%. We've got worn tyres come up now. I'm going to give it another 2 laps, then I'm coming in. And we're going intermediates, I decided. Rightly or wrongly, we're going intermediates. If not, it looks like that means another pit stop around lap 40. We may have to pit stop anyway, but certainly would be when around lap 40. I'm going to wait and see some have already come in to put on intermediates. Well, let's just get rid of that, because I think this time round we come in for intermediates. Look, yeah. Means we might probably drop a few places, but I'd rather do that. Yeah, we don't quite do it. What it says here for estimated laps, it's way out. We never get those sort of laps out of it, so we will have to make another pit stop near the end. But we've got to stop now. Everything's fine there. There's a pit. We ain't got the fast pit stop. No, right. Well, we have, but I'd rather not use it. Just warm the tyre. Get ready, so it's already ready to warm the tyres up when you've got the new tyre on. And away. If we drop, well, drop a few places. But everybody's doing the same now. We've got to wait. It's starting to rain, so Kramer's better come in next. And we put him out also on to intermediates. And we'll watch him round. Yeah, so far the slicks are a bit faster at the moment because the track isn't damp enough for intermediates. But it won't be long. You can already see the plume come up behind the car, off the back of the cars. And Kramer's has dropped to 16th, 9th and 16th. Let's have a look at Palmer. Knock her tyres down again. It's up to 9th. Luckily only one in front of her has pitted for tyres, so not going to catch the leaders, but might be able to catch the 3 in front of her as they pit. Even better if they don't pit. I prefer if they don't pit. Kramer should also pick up the 2 places for the same reason. Especially if they don't pit, they're going to go slower and slower. Yes, you see we can pass them now, like they're standing still. And that's without burning any more fuel. And up into 5th and 4th. It's now within the sight, 3.5 seconds down, 3 seconds down. I don't know if they're going to pit or... No, they're not showing the pit signs or... Yes, I think the AI is sometimes a little bit stupid, but I'm glad to say. It's the only hope I've got of passing them. I'm trying to find where me... Ah, it's over there. Found it. Couldn't find me cursor. Yeah, we've got to pit again. I think leave pitting as late as we can and put some slicks on right at the end. We may have to do 2 stops looking at it. We might just find ourselves out having to, there's still quite a bit of water on, having to change tyres, and we don't really want to have to change into slicks too early, because you saw how much a disadvantage it is in the wet, and it's worse in the fire, and comes in with the ice mod, and it's in vanilla. You have a fire, I noticed especially, you have to have dead the right tyres on for the conditions, or you could be in deep trouble. And it's getting wet now, it mustn't go up too much higher than that. If it hits soaked, we could be in a bit of bother. We may have to come in and pit again. Right, we're going to push the engine a bit now. Or as they used to say back in the day, push the envelope. Ever tried pushing an envelope? You want a nice shiny desk to do it on. Doesn't work on sandpaper very well. Or to give it its correct name, glass paper. Well, it's still just wet, so we may get away with it. Well, it's going to be touch and go. I think we might just hit soaked. But we'll see what everybody else does. If no one else pits, doesn't matter. Is that still wet? So we're... Oh no, it's not the soak. No, this is going to be the testing bit. So if anybody comes into change... Problem is, we pit now. I don't think we'll make up the lost time of having to pit. But against that, we might well spin off. The problems of being a team manager. This is Alfie Cat Racing, by the way, named after one of our cats. I name a lot of my stuff after our cats. Easy way to get names for things. That's what I mean. Look, she's locked up there. That's because there's so much water on the track. But might be. It's going to be quite a while before it dries up enough, and he's made one. Hopefully everybody else should be making. Yes, they are. Tony Philander just locked up, so everybody's making mistakes, so we're all in the same boat. "26 laps left, and we're on lap 28. If you hadn't worked it out for yourself, it is. Just knocked back the tyres a bit. I just noticed I haven't been paying full attention. Do not want to overheat them amongst everything else. And no one's pitting for wet, so we will carry on. And it's now on the point of being too late to pit. I'm going to get no advantage whatsoever. If we can get past lap about 42 on these tyres, we should be okay to go on to slicks. Just 12 more laps, and we've got just under half a tyre to burn through. We're at 51% left at the moment, but we don't want to let it get down to single figures if we can help it. And we've got, oh, I bet it's not back the fuel burn now. Well, Kremers is 7th. It looks like he's holding 7th place quite happily. 5-second gap either side of him. And Palmer is about 6 seconds behind him. Car in front and about 8.5 seconds ahead of the one behind. So we're sitting pretty well. Not exciting race, and so far no accidents. Sorry, Stu. I'll pay for that, I know. Take the tyres up again, keep them warm. Happiness is a warm tyre. Actually, it's not a warm tyre, they're flaming hot. I remember my motorcycle tyres when I was racing, they were flaming hot when I come in after a race. And they were ordinary road tyres. They weren't actually built it quite as hot as they did on the track. They can survive alright. Now, we are catching the one in front just, I think, but where is the leader now? Hartley. Oh, I moved up to 18th. I think that's the one in front. He should be in the McLaren. Let's have a double check. Yeah, he's the guy who's leading the championship. Let's have a look at Kremers for a little while, for a couple of laps. We just knock the tyres back again, and we might bring the fuel burn back up. So he's very much on his own. He's got almost 6 seconds either side of him now. So unless he crashes, there's not going to be much to see there. In fact, it doesn't look like there's too many close matches at the moment. I think Ericsson's just come in to put fresh rubber on. He was doing very well at the start of the season, but it doesn't seem to be doing anywhere near as well now as we got into the money part of the season. And we're over the top, we're back to wet. And here we go, there's one crash. Just a yellow. Could have done with a safety car out. We might just be able to save our tyres enough to get through at least Palmer's. She's got 33% left, and Tremor's 39% left. We're not going to get through, I don't think. Touch and go. If we can get down, just show you where am I? If we get down to here somewhere before we have to change tyres, we can go to slicks and finish out on slicks. Now she's now got worn tyres, gives her about 3 laps. I'm gonna leave it for a lap or 2 before I decide. She should have about 3-4 laps before it becomes absolutely necessary to change. Kramer's will probably have to come in as soon as his tyres are there, so we don't stack them on the pits. 15 laps left. Not into the red yet. She's going to drop a couple of places if we change the sticks around lap 40. Who wants to be a team manager? Apart from me. And Kremis has now got worn tyres. I'm going to try and get them both through. I'm going to let her get down to the teens. I'm not going to bother to try and save the tyres anymore. We can't afford to lose too much. And it's now down to damp, right. Let's have a look. Lost me. There we are. I'm going to have a go at pitting it. There's 30. Oh, go on to super softs again. Everything looks a bit worn now, but it's not that bad. And the next lap, we pit Kremers. And he should also go out on super soft. So I see they're starting to do it now. Grosjean's out there on them, and we've dropped 1 place. Yeah, 1 place. That's not too bad. Right, where's pit him? Yep, he can go out on the same. He doesn't seem quite so hard on machinery as she is, but he's harder on tyres. So we'll follow him through the pits. I think we might have got timed just right for the pair of them. This may be a bit of Merman brilliance, of course. Now we got away with no problem in the pits. No one's messed up, and I better just knock tyres on. Better knock them down a bit more, just to get them cooled down a bit. Still 4, but the 3 in front should now ought to be losing a lot of time to her again now. Now we're going to have to pit one of them. Leclerc we make. So I learned that's Leclerc, not Leclerc, as I was calling him. Leclerc will have to pit, and we should be close enough to catch him. Not close enough to catch Magnussen, which is a bit of a shame. Well, we'll do that. Fingers dancing on the keyboard here to hit the wrong keys to keep the tyres in about where I want them and to feel about where I want it. Right, let's go over to her, because she's going to be if anything's going to happen, it's going to be with her, and she's actually up with Magnussen. That's interesting. And she's got him. Up to second. That's probably the best you can hope for. Keep your fingers crossed, mate. 7 laps left. Seven laps left, and second and 7th at the moment. I can't see any other places we're going to gain. Though Grosjean, who's the first to change the slicks, well, it's going to be touch and go whether he gets through or not. Depends how easy he is on tyres. And I'm going to just take a quick screenshot here. That'll do. Just for me fun now. Showing that we're second at the moment. Not many laps left. We're not doing so bad. Just push a bit more fuel through the system. Managed to get away from Magnussen. We're 4.5 seconds ahead of him. We're 6 seconds behind the leader, Ara, or however you pronounce it. Sorry, my pronunciation of British names is bad enough, but when you get to foreign names, I am completely lost. And Kremers is 2 and 13. And 3 laps left. That is 2 seconds behind the one in front, 13 seconds, or was 13 seconds, front and one behind, but that's all changing now. But completely, well, we're still a damp track, but it's all intents and purposes now a dry track again. We just push her tyres a bit, see if she can get anywhere near. I don't think she's going to catch the leader. But just keep second place, a podium will do fine. That's going to be rather annoying if she crashes out now. We got 2 wins, I think the last 2 races, or 2 at the last 3 races. Both of those was for the leader using dodgy parts and getting caught. We finished second in both races, but we're given the win. That'll do me. A win is a win. We must be about it now. Yes, and we have got second. Depend on the stewards. We hope Ura has a dodgy part with the stewards fine. And we got 7th. End of season. We'll just see how the results look. I've done the tables before I wish you fond adieu. Wait for everybody else to come home first. T-Sport. I bet they stopped for a cuppa in the pits. Cup of tea? Oh, sorry. Save. That's a pity I stopped working. I couldn't even go back to it now because I wiped all the save games out. Rather short storage space now on this PC, amongst other things. So let's see. Scrutineer and we're going to be fine. We've got no problems at all. All our bits are fully kosher. Oh, that's a pity. Somebody might add one duff part in. Let's see what it's done. Oh, first of all, of course, we've got to go and sit up on the podium, or stand on the podium. Like Alfie Cat Racing, T-Sport and Art. Hartley has won the championship. We've got him in second, just, and seventh. Well, that's not too bad. And we're second in the constructors. Mind you, 58 points behind the lead, which is rather a lot. But that's McLaren, ex-Formula 1. Oh, Force India too is ex-Formula 1. Alright, let's see. Oh, Alfie Cat Racing sucks. Oh, thank you, Sheriff. Yeah, he was smoky. He done well. The boy done good. No, nothing there. Yeah, okay, Finley. Yes, we want to win for years to come. With that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, I shouldn't bother now. It's a bit late. I am retiring on or around the 18th of December. I'm a retiring little flower. But any comments, questions? I will keep the channel open, by the way. That has been asked a couple of times. I think it's only fair. Let's just see what we've got here. Reliability's gone up. His morale's dropped a bit. Morale is very hard to keep. Oh, yes, and they all seem nice and happy, and oh, your markability has gone up nicely. Alright, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them. I read every one, and I will attempt to reply to everyone. I think with that, as we see what our financial... Oh, the riches we're going into the next season with just under £1 million to spare. That's good for us. And with that, it's me saying, cheerio for now. Cheerio.